All right, so now somebody said they thought the dark elves and the ice giants were two different species. No, that in the movie right now, what they showing you is they calling ice giants. Those that is the realm of Nern. That is how Nern look. But and then when they call them ice giants and shit like that, there is a such thing as ice giants. But the beings that they are showing on that movie is how them are the dark elves. That's how they look. And then some of them they don't have red eyes, they have black eyes, and they got white faces with pointy ears. They all tall and shit. They all about 7 to 8 feet tall. These dark elves, right? But these are the beings that created the Sub-Zero technology. Alright? So for you to understand on the planet Nern, where they are from. Okay? So now when they was on Nern, you gotta remember, this is where understanding the splicing or the eugenics program that Zeus and Satan was really actually running. This is where that kicks in at, because you have to remember that because they were spliced with certain animals, the monkey, the pig, the lemur, the snub-nosed monkey to be exact, the pig, the lemur, the dog, all right? Remember when I spoke to y'all about Satan when he was splicing, Yakub, Satan, Zeus, same person, when he was splicing the cell to get to the mitochondria, to weed that out, to get that black and that brown germ, where he destroyed the 48 different shades of black. Like, that's why I was telling y'all about molecular biology and understanding cells and how they work, because when you talking DNA, if you want to call it that, or DEA, RNA, and all these different titles, because animals really have DNA, we have DEA, but sometimes I say DNA, not to lose y'all, because a lot of people never heard DEA. You damn near can't even look it up. You look up DEA, they gonna put Drug Enforcement Administration or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they ain't, Google is controlled by the oppressors. DuckDuckGo, all that shit. This is why I keep telling y'all, you can use their information if you know how to research the proper way to back up things that you meditating on. But to really dive into your true history, you're gonna have to sit down with like one of the guys like myself, or individuals around you that understand this truth. You know what I'm saying? And understand this truth, and then go within that way, because we have to relearn everything. You know what I'm saying? They lied about every fucking thing that they ever told us. So you gotta remember that at all times, family. We gotta keep that in our mind at all times. Alright. So how I was just telling y'all about when they taught us about winter, they only taught us that basically winter was when it get cold, when it snow, or these 3 months in the year. But when you look at the formation shapes of ice crystals, which is what we're gonna keep looking at, all right? The ice crystals have a certain shape for a reason. And no snowflake is the same. I mean, y'all heard that before, right? That's because they are literally creating this shit on the fly. Every single one. Every single snowflake is being created. It's not natural, and we're gonna keep getting into why it's not natural. But you gotta understand how it got to that point. Alright? So now, when you talking this war that took place, right? And I always pause when I get to it, because I can literally see it flashing through my head. When I think about this great invasion of 1492, when we was warring with them. So when they came to our planet from there, the human beings, whom they linked up with the draconian reptilians, right? So the human beings, the draconian reptilians and the Pleiadians, they came to our planet through portals in the Caucasus Mountains. All right? So when these beings came to our planet, these draconian reptilians, they didn't come out and show themselves at all. The Pleiadians came. The Pleiadians came like the Pilgrims came with the Indians, right? That's how the Pleiadians came. So I keep telling y'all, we took a liking to the Pleiadians. All right, the Pleiadians are like modern day white people, but perfect skin complexions. You know what I'm saying? They walk amongst us and always have since they took over. The Pleiadians. A lot of them are your Sports Illustrated models, and like I say, those human beings you see with those perfect skin tones and shit, those perfect tans that we'll call it. Y'all done seen white people and Asians with those perfect tans and shit, and it's totally different from regular white people. They skin be pale. Right, them be them Pleiadians. Like I said, a lot of them Pleiadians are your little supermodels and your little sports cover models and your Sports Illustrated models and all that type of stuff. Y'all feel me? So when they first came to our planet, it was almost like a treaty between us and the Pleiadians, and they introduced the human beings to us, who we remember because of what happened with Zeus. But remember, when Zeus was trying to create human beings on this planet, we whooped his ass. He didn't get to create them here. He created them on Earth. So when we met the human beings for the first time, our ass, like, we didn't remember their ass. We was like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Because they was looking like they say in the Quran, in the cave. They talk about it in the cave in the Quran. It's a surah in the Quran called the cave. Y'all should go read it. And they talk about how hideous they look when they came out from the caves. You know what I'm saying? Because all of the different mutations and splicing with animals that Zeus had did to them. It was sad. You know what I'm saying? It was a sad thing for us, especially us understanding, like, we kind of, what we did, y'all? We kind of did the shit that T'Challa did. You know what I'm saying? We kind of did the same thing T'Challa did. You feel me? And what T'Challa did was, T'Challa let Killmonger into the Empire. Didn't he, right? T'Challa let Killmonger into the Empire. So, by letting Killmonger into the Empire, he weakened the Empire. Right? They should have just killed Killmonger. Feel me? He should have never had a voice if they didn't want it to go like it went. Because he was still on the outside coming in. But they didn't. You feel me? They pulled Killmonger in, and what he do? He ended up killing Black Panther and taking over. And then when he took over, he wasn't right. He burnt all the flowers, so couldn't nobody else take his place. His intentions was right, but when he got to burn like the flowers, I wasn't feeling that shit. I felt him on other things. Alright? I felt him on other things. But I didn't feel him on that. You feel me? So, but the point I'm making is, that's what we did with these humans. We let them in. Like, when we seen them, they were Killmonger. You know what I'm saying? Like, they on the outside, they telling us this story about, and they couldn't even talk. So the Pleiadians, who have already formed a bond with these human beings, they had to speak for them to us. You get what I'm saying? For us to know what was going on. So they came to us with this whole sob story about how they us, and we looking at them like, how the fuck is you related to us? The same way the fucking Wakandans was looking at fucking Killmonger. Remember they sitting on the thing looking at Angela Bassett? All of them was looking like, nigga, how you a Wakandan, nigga? They looking at his ass, what? That nigga speaking off. Hold on, nigga, we want to hear this shit. Because if you say the wrong shit, they was going to fuck him up. There's so many tribes in Wakanda, they could have killed him. All of them, you see what I'm saying? They could have jumped in when he was fighting T'Challa. It's just they had an honor and a code that they was sticking by. But when he came in on the new, they would have killed him. You see what I'm saying? That's why he came with the white dude. You see what I'm saying? He came with their enemy. Because he knew if he would have just walked up in that bitch, what he's on, they would have killed him. So, but when he came, Wakanda embraced him, and what did he do to Wakanda? Right? Same shit with us. So when these human beings come through these motherfucking mountains coming out looking hideous, right? They was looking like cavemen and worser. You see, they couldn't talk, they couldn't stand up, right? They was hideous to look at. They smelled bad because they animal and man. And you're not supposed to mix God and man. You see what I'm saying? They have God, they're not even have God. They like God DNA mixed with a lot of animals. A little God, but more animal. 98% animal. You know what I'm saying? DNA. So when we seen them, we assigned the Moors to them. And the Moors started helping them, right? We started doing all type of other little eugenics programs to help them even get to that state of the man frame that they got now. When they came to us, they was in caveman state. We put them in a full man state, the way they call Homo sapien now. When they came to us, nigga, they was in Neanderthal mode. You know what I'm saying? And the Neanderthals was the actual separate species of them too that we had to kill. Because them bitches was serious. The Neanderthals was a motherfucker, boy. Them niggas was reckless. Real life shit. They don't like to talk about the Neanderthals and shit. Them niggas was real life monsters, nigga. They try to make them niggas look like they was some regular motherfucking now hell no, nigga. The Neanderthals was fucking eating, they was cannibals. They was cannibals, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They was real life cannibals, nigga. They was, imagine man, huge white man full of hair, fur, eating motherfuckers and shit. Nigga, that's what the Neanderthals was, nigga. And they was strong as shit. And they was fast. And they was athletic, nigga. Because they had all that fucking dog DNA in them, boy. We had to fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? That's why they no more Neanderthals. They died in that war. See, they don't tell y'all that we was warring with them. They died in that war. The Neanderthals died. But you still got like some of what left, like, but the ones you got left, they ain't on shit. You see what I'm saying? It's more like this. They try to be secluded and stay on the low with it because we killed off so many of their species. So now when people start saying Neanderthals over the years, they call it Bigfoot. Shit like that and try to make it sound like he wasn't real and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeti, Sasquatch. Like, no, nigga, Neanderthals, nigga, they originate from when fucking Zeus was creating them. You know what I'm saying? When Zeus was creating them. Let's pull up the human evolution chart. You know what I'm saying? Because for us to understand about these dark elves that created this sub-zero technology, nigga, the whole name, like Sub-Zero, like how we was